I think the coolest thing about 2004 was the idea that my family got to come. It was the beginning of my career. I didn't know exactly how the Olympic movement worked or what it was going to be like, and I was just hoping to have some family members there and somebody be able to make it because I knew it was very expensive to get to Europe. And it ended up that people started to send in money, and my hometown supported me in a way that was so amazing and so wonderful that we actually ended up taking 8 people to the Olympic Games. In 2004, at just age 20, I was able to make it to the podium, and as I went through each round, I think I was thinking, do the best you can. Do the best you can, Lauren. And one of the things my father said, before the finals was, it doesn't matter what happens out there tomorrow, that I love you no matter what, and that you've already made us so proud in making it to this point that don't put the pressure on yourself to feel like you have to do this for us. We are proud of you no matter what. You're my daughter no matter what. And I think that's what really helped me get to that line, take the deep breath, and go for gold and come up just a little bit short, but really be able to appreciate and celebrate that silver medal at age 20. A few days after getting my medal, my dad became sick, and I think the hardest thing for me to realize in that moment was that he had a cancer that could come back, and he had these health conditions, and he was on dialysis, and all these different things were happening. I think through my childhood, he kind of always downplayed that role of what it was and what it took for him to be able to stay alive and that will to live. I don't think I understood it until the moment that I was in a hospital in Greece, watching my dad fight for his life, and not know exactly what was going on, for there to be language barriers, and to know that my dad came here to see me and to celebrate this moment, and what if this is the end of it all? So to really keep myself in the moment and get ready to prepare for the relay, but also, be there with my dad and be praying for my dad and know that God was going to come through for my dad. I was definitely fighting a battle of like, why did you bring me this far to have my dad die in Greece? This is going to be horrible. So in that moment, I had to really depend on the Lord to give me peace and give me serenity. My dad did a really good job of putting me at ease, despite the idea that he was in the hospital and that these things had happened, and he was in an unfortunate situation. He said, "Don't worry, I'll be out. I'll be fine. You go out there, you run your heart out. Everything's gonna be great." So from that aspect, he did kind of the same thing to calm me that he did right before the 100-meter final. I think the moment that the relay was going bad, you don't know what to think. You're 20 years old. The stadium is packed with people. They're all counting on you, and you're wanting to pick it up and just run. And so I think it's the longest 2 or 3 minutes of your life having to walk, the next 200 meters to get out of the stadium, and it's the first time you're coming face to face with all these cameras, and you're addressing people about what just happened, and you can't internalize for yourself what just happened. And so in that moment, you have to depend heavily on God. There's no way to get through a moment like that without faith in the Lord, because it's just like everything has just been taken away from me. I just embarrassed our whole country. This is all my fault. What am I going to do next? And without knowing that there is something deeper and greater that's out there that's going to get you through, and that there will be a next better moment, I don't think that I would have, really been able to hold my head up and smile and get through everything, and even dealing with it going forward after that. Just a really hard experience. I think one of the coolest things about the Olympic experience is the idea that you have all these people in your life that come up at kind of the weirdest times, or just when they know that you need them. And so, like I said, the chemistry was a little bit off for the relay. They were all wonderful girls, and so we were kind of sticking together in that moment. We did get behind the stage, or once it was all said and done, and remember to pray. And so in those moments, that's when you remember that I don't do this just to please other people, or to represent America, or to get the gold medal. I do this for the Lord. This is my platform to be able to serve the Lord.